Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a single page scrapbook layout with a pullout, and it's part of a monthly YouTube sketch hop. It's my favorite time of the month when I get to hop with 8 other creative ladies and we each do our take on the same sketch. This month's sketch was chosen by Nicole Santos, and it's from a Facebook group, and it's 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And I hope I said that right, but I'll link that in the description. It's a group you can actually join, so lots of inspiration there. It's a super simple sketch with the diamond in the back and 3 basic clusters, and I have just 3 photos here. This is my daughter, Emily, and she has this cute little kitty that wouldn't leave her alone, and he fit perfectly in her pocket. Now the sketch just has 2 photos, and because this isn't a theme that I want to do tons and tons of photos with, I just have these 3 cute photos. I was thinking about making a little pullout. Now I went to my Cricut to sort of decide how I think I could make this work. I do that a lot when I want to pull in shapes to see if I can sort things out and figure out placement. So I created the diamond first, and I did a stitched background and a scallop background to add some layers, because that's something that I love to do. And I thought that I could use the square in the middle, jazz it up with a stitched background, and then add that scallop background. So I did one little kind of prototype with the square on the top and one with it underneath. Now I'm going to pull out the Square Snippets Designer Series paper. This is a paper that I just haven't had much of a chance to play with, but I think it's going to be so fun. So on one side you have several sheets of squares. So there's some papers that have 4-inch squares and some papers that have smaller squares, I think 3-inch squares. And then you have more neutrals on the background. So my idea was to create like that quilty pattern that have it already done for me, because I'm going to cut out, 8 squares, 9 squares, however many squares that I think will fit inside that diamond. I think I called that a triangle, but inside that diamond. So I think that will work perfectly. There's a little bit of wood in the background. There's green in the background. Emily has that denim shirt that's going to go with the blues, the bluish grays in there. And then of course you have the browns and the yellow in the kitty cat. So I think I can really make Square Snippets work here. So I'm going to work with a 9x9. So it has the 3 squares. And I think those colors are going to shine in the part that I chose. The cool thing about the Square Snippets is you could choose different squares based on your color. I'm going to put that in my stitched frame. Now I do have on my channel a video on how to make this stitched frame yourself out of basic shapes and free. But there's also stitch squares all over on Cricut Access that you could pull. I'll link that video in the description, and I do think it has a free stitched square in it already that's already done for you. So I was kind of looking at some of the neutral patterns. Because of the patterns in the square, I'm thinking that I need something a little bit more neutral in the background. Now there is a secret C square in the Square Snippets that I chose, so that secret C might help to make that stand out and make that pop. And then just looking through the neutrals, I think I can pick one of these neutrals to maybe layer on the background. So we're going to layer this up. It's a pretty basic sketch, and so I think we can layer it up a little bit and make it look a little more fun. And then maybe we'll do a few little things to just make it look a little bit more unique or different on the diamond. So now we have that overlay. We have the stitched overlay over the Square Snippets. We have some secret C in the background of a neutral pattern. And now I think I'm going to pull in that scallop square. Again, I'll link this Design Space file in the description with the scallop square and the stitched square. But I love just adding those layers that are different than just a plain box. I think it really adds a lot to your layout. So now I think I can slide this neutral pattern maybe underneath and put that on top of the scallop square is what I'm thinking at this point in the video. And then when I pull in those photos, we'll have plenty of pops of color in the background, and we'll also have plenty of layering. I think I want to add a little something behind the stitches to make that a contrast color. So I'm thinking of maybe using the light side of the Cajun Craze. So I have that Cajun Craze background there, and I'm going to flip it to the light side so that the light side shows through. So I'm just going to use 1/2-inch strips under there just to add that so it doesn't add a lot more bulk. Now I chose the size of a square that is larger once it's turned on its angle, so that the diamond is actually sticking over. And the reason I did that is I wanted my photos to fit on there. And so that means it's an oversized square or an oversized diamond. So I'm going to snip these little triangles off. And I think I might actually add those little triangles back in. I feel like a little scavenger, but I'm going to add the triangles back into the tip just for a little added interest. And then maybe to add that little, I could have maybe folded those over. That might have been cute too, because then the fold over piece would have been on the light side. So if I folded it over or scored it over, that might have been really cute, but I actually trimmed them off, and then I think I'm just going to add them right back in to create a little fun element here on the edges. I'm having a little trouble matching up the sizes. I didn't keep track of them when I snipped them off. I'm going to just take the pattern paper off, or maybe, yeah, take the pattern paper off of that and just have that be the Cajun Craze color. So I have a close-up of this cute little kitty, and then I have the picture of Emily looking down at the kitty, and then the kitty in the pocket. So I think I might make a slide out with the kitty. I really don't want a 2-page layout with this. I don't have a big theme to do with this, but it isn't very often that I get to scrap my grown daughter because it's always all about the grandkids. Now I've decided to use a little, I think this is Misty Moonlight for the photo base and basic beige. So I did an 1/8 inch around 2 4x6 photos of basic beige, and then I added the 1/4 inch size of the Misty Moonlight to double matte those. I'm going to pull in a couple tabbed pieces from the Made with Sweetness dies. I really love these because they actually hold a 4x6. Now, because I'm photo matting it, I actually cut the photo down a little bit more, like 1/4 inch, so that it would fit on that. But I love this tabbed piece. It has a smaller tabbed piece in this die set as well that holds a 3x4, but I think this is going to be perfect because it will slide under this photo of Emily. Now I decided that we still needed a bigger pop of color, so I went ahead and I added a 1/4 inch larger photo mat on the right photo, actually a 1/2 inch larger photo mat on the right photo of Cajun Craze, and then a 1/4 inch larger of a photo mat of Cajun Craze on the left photo. I just felt like maybe the Misty Moonlight was blending into the background a little bit. And I'm going to add foam strips on 3 sides of these. And then I'm going to have an open spot where I can slide in that what I call a recipe card, but it's like a tabbed index card. And I love dies like this where I think I'm going to get so many uses out of it. I just love the 2 tabbed pieces in there. So if you don't have this, you can definitely use a tab punch and add that to a regular rectangle. Or I have a video that I can link in the description where I showed how you could make a tabbed piece by hand in one of my more recent videos. Now Now by popping that up with foam tape on 3 sides, you can fit that little slide out part in there. Now, if you are going to want to pull that out through your page protector, you would put your layout when it's complete in your page protector and then draw a line on the top of the page protector where that pull out part would pull out. Then put a self-healing mat or a cutting board or something like that inside your page protector and cut a slit so that you could slide that through. Okay, now what to do? I definitely want to use this Capturing Smiles stamp set. I have a stamp and die set. I have been using this and using this. Here's a couple really cute cards that I created the camera out of. I've used it on layouts, but because the kitty cat is in the photos, I also would love to bring in this cute little set with the little animals. It's called Cutest Crew, and here's a few cards that I used it on with just a scallop die, fancy borders, I believe, but I think we could color those kitties the same color as the little kitty that is in Emily's shirt. Now, because we're out on a porch and there's plants out there, I also wanted to pull in this adorable set. It's called Help Me Grow, and I showed all of these products on my one of my most recent videos to show all these new products and how I made these, but I actually made these little pots using the Natural Hues. It's like a textured specialty paper, so you can create greenery in these pots that have florals on them, or they can be plain. You also can create all the garden tools, so I just created a couple pots out of that. And then the camera out of our specialty wood grain paper that's also brand new. I will link all these videos that shows how I did this in the description. I will also link all of the products that I'm using today in the description. But this is how the camera comes together. There's a base and a little tag piece. And then there's different lenses that you can use. I also showed how to put this camera together on my most recent video where I used a beautiful green collection. And you just layer the camera, choose your lens, and put that together. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp some of this Cutest Crew. I'm going to stamp several of the kitties. I do end up only cutting a few out. So I cut a few out of that background to stick maybe one in the pot and one, different places on the layout. And I'm going to grab some markers. Let's go ahead though and let's create a title. I love this one with the hello on it, and I thought maybe we could pull in some of the paw prints. I did get myself mixed up because I always think like a kitty has 5 little paw prints and a puppy has 4, or I don't know how that works, but I'm so bad at that. But I'm going to use these paw prints, whether they're a kitty or a puppy paw. They're just a cute little paw. And maybe it makes no difference. So you pet people and you animal people can let me know, but I thought it was cute to just stamp that in pecan pie. I'm going to take a pecan pie Stampin' Blends marker and do a little splatter by just sticking that felt tip into the cap and sprinkling it a little bit. Then I'm going to use a little bit of dark pecan pie around some of the edges of the pieces, and I'm going to color in with light pecan pie. Now my first one ends up really dark. I think that I tried to use a couple different colors and ended up not liking it, so I filled it back in. I was thinking originally about using the crumb cake. So what I ended up doing is light and dark pecan pie and all the rest, and those were the ones that I ended up cutting out. But it was kind of fun to have some darker kitties and some lighter kitties. And then I meant to go with Misty Moonlight for the butterflies, and I ended up, I think, grabbing Boho Blue, and it ended up working out fine. So I had a little bit of Misty Moonlight and a little bit of Boho Blue, and it ended up working just fine. And so I just colored those and ended up cutting out select pieces of those to use on the layout. And I won't watch you, make you watch. I won't make you watch me do all the coloring. I just wanted to do one or two so you could see how that looks. So usually I do 2-page layouts. Usually I do, lots and lots of photos. I might have a decorative page with a couple photos, and then I will have a functional page that has lots of photo opportunities, or I will use flip-flaps. But occasionally you just have those photos or two that you really want to use, and you want to get them in the scrapbook page, but like with this one, I really wanted all 3 photos, so I love the idea of using the slide out. So basically, I cut out these kitties with the dies, and then I pulled in a little landing spot with 2 pieces from the Forever Floral dies, and they have these great little landing spots that I could die cut that title out of, and I love having something besides just a circle. It's so fun to have some different shapes. Now I've went ahead and stamped that sentiment on a rectangle and then just trimmed the edges with a corner rounder so it fits perfectly on that label die on that little pull out tab. Now I have a cute little sentiment on that pull-out tab, and I can use those landing spots from Forever Florals for my sentiment piece. And I thought I would keep it super simple. I need to make sure to pop up this plant here so that my slide out can still slide out easily and it doesn't get caught. I contemplated putting florals on the other plant and then decided I wanted them to be 2 different plants. And then I thought we could toggle the camera on the bottom of that and then somehow incorporate all the little kitties as well. So I first tried to use it this way with the little shovel inside because I love that. It's another new specialty paper, and it's called Lunar Luster, and it worked perfect for the tools, but it actually really coordinates with the blues in the background of the square snippets. Now, not a lot of the square snippets is going to show, it's just going to peek through, but I decided to move the little spade so that it was more over on the left and gave it a little bit more balance, and it wasn't covering up Emily. And then use the floral plant on the left and the more plain plant on the right because we have that cute camera. So then you have 2 pretty cute focal elements, one on the left and one on the right. And then if I toggle that with foam dimensionals, then that slide out can still slide out. I can pop up the little title that I created out of the Forever Florals dies. I don't know what you call that shape, but it's just a fun shape to have a different shape for titles and things like that. So I think I'm going to pop that up on top here. And if we look at this sketch, it's just really basic. 3 little clusters, your diamond in the background. So I know the ladies in the sketch hop, they are really great at adding textured backgrounds. They are always adding mixed media. They're just experts at that. And I watch them and I watch their layouts unfold and I'm just blown away. So I'm going to keep mine a little bit more simple and just add some of these cute icons. I think we can add some of the little kitties in. I think we can use some of the leaf flourishes from the Help Me Grow set and add the kitties in there. So we've got the camera, we've got the kitties, we've got some of the plants, and we've got a cute little country background there. So she's got her little denim shirt with the kitty cat. I'm going to just grab some adhesive strips. Now, these are old, close to my heart adhesive strips for journaling, but we do have sticker sheets or adhesive sheets in Stampin' Up! As well that you could cut into strips. I'll link those in the description, but I do like those for just adding quick and simple journaling. You don't have to go to your Word document. You don't have to type, but I think I'm getting happy. I really love the simplicity of this. I love pulling in those cute new dies. I love that I've been able to feature just a couple photos of my grown daughter that I don't often get to scrap that much anymore. And I'm loving the Capturing Smiles camera. I've used that so much. I hope you'll check out all the other ladies and their take on this same sketch. Shoot me a comment and come back soon for more right here on Snips by Kelly.